Okay, people, as you can see, it's daylight. That was a police officer that I put the video up about 2:30 this morning. That was a police officer. They've been out there all night trying to figure out how to get in this room. Now, remember I told you a week and a half ago, or maybe 2 weeks when I first got here, there was knocking at my door, and I asked who is it, and the guy say, I'm looking for some drugs. I said, I don't know anybody that have any drugs. 3 minutes later, he knocks again. No, what he said was, open the door. I said, I'm not opening my door. I can talk to you through the door. So he comes back and knocks again, and I just don't answer. I just don't say anything. I said, I'm not going to keep answering this thing, because I know they want me to open my door. So, then he come back a few minutes later, about 10 minutes later, and slips a white piece of paper under my door, asking me for some drugs. So I hollered out through the door. I told you I don't know anybody doing drugs. Get away from my door. Don't keep knocking on my door, or I'm going to call the police. Now, I told a friend of mine about it. She told me to, well, she's not a friend, but a person I know. She's a security officer over there at the transportation system. She said, Pearl, don't open your door. She said, next time you have a problem, call the office. I didn't have a number to the telephone office, but she called the office and said she was my daughter. And when I came back from the store, the manager of the office called me while I went in there. He said, that wasn't anybody knocking at your door last night. He said that was the police. He said they told me they were knocking on your door because they were looking for a missing child. Now, they never asked me about a missing child when they knocked on the door. No, they didn't. But last night, well, this morning, 2:30 in the morning, tap, 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 tap. I'm telling them, who is it, who is it? They don't want to answer. Now, the plan was that when I told him last time, if you keep knocking on my door, I'm going to call the police. So he knew if he didn't answer that door when I kept asking who he was, that I was going to call the police. And that's exactly what they wanted. That way I would open the door would be open to them. They would come in and do what they wanted to me. Take my money, take my phones, take all my documentation. Remember, I have my court transcripts here and everything. I have all my paperwork that between the parole office and all of them have been trying to get. So that's exactly what they want, to take my evidence out this room. Now, they've been out there all night. Now, I made a video in Chicago, in Illinois, when I was in my apartment, of how the officers tried to get in my apartment to do something to me. I had made a video about witchcraft and how God says witches would be burnt. I get a knock on my door, it's the police. I step out, ask them what the problem is. They say, we have a report of a threat. I said, I haven't threatened nobody. He said, your neighbors upstairs say you threatened them. Now the thing was, I was in my own apartment. My windows and doors were closed. I was not talking loud. I was talking normal as you make a video. And they come and say I had made a threat. Now, number one, how did the beer and them know I had a website? Because I never told them. I never talked to them about that. Number two, well, that should have been number one. I'm in my own apartment, not bothering nobody. So I told the officer that. He said it's against the law to threaten people, even in your apartment. Now, how in the hell is this possible? But see, I've heard that. Somebody else said that on another video. That it's against the law for you to say anything you want in your apartment. And I think that was in one of them science fiction books a long time ago. I had these things that took over the world. And you could not even do what you wanted to do in your own house. They already took the right for you to smoke your cigarettes in certain states. You can't smoke in your own apartment. But you cannot say what you want to say inside your own apartment. And they took it out of my head. But you cannot say or reiterate that. How do they know what we're saying? How do they know what we're doing in our homes, in our apartments? You understand what I'm saying? But I told him, I said, well, I have plenty of evidence in my apartment about them burglarizing me. He said, well, show me. Let's go in now. You got to remember, at one point, guys, the police wouldn't want to ever collect evidence. They never wanted to come in my apartment. And I looked at the way you were dressed. They had bulletproof vests on. There's 3 officers. 3! They come talk to me about saying something in my apartment. So they trying to tell me to go in, go ahead, go in the apartment. We'll follow you in there. Go on in. I said no. They tried to come up with all kind of excuses. And I got on my, what you call it, my Spider-Man antenna went up. I know they were trying to get me to go in their apartment. And there was no telling what they would have done to me. Now, on the video that's put up, the name of the video is, they wanted me to go in my apartment. They was going to do something to me. It's something like that. But, you can't hear their voices because they had gas on by using this technology where you can't hear them talking, say what the words are. But the thing is, by my conversation, you can tell what's going on. And that's stupid. Because even if you don't talk, people will know by what I'm saying what the hell you're saying. You understand? They'll know something is wrong if they don't hear your voice as video as the video. But I told them I'm calling somebody. So when I said that, he smiled because they expected me to call my family, that Star, that Amanda. He just smiled. But I called Gary Larrabee in Spokane, Washington. And when I handed him the phone, because Gary told me to let him speak to him, but I handed him the phone, his face dropped. He shocked because it was a white man's voice. It wasn't my family. But even though I went in the house, even though me and Gary talked, and he told me to be careful, they stayed out front of my apartment for hours, just sitting out there trying to figure out a way to get in here. And that's the same thing they're doing here. They're trying to figure out a way they can either bust me on something or get in here, take my phone, take my money, take my court papers, all my transcripts. So, I'm not scared of them. I'm not worried about them. God got me. But I just want you to know what's going on. And you guys be careful. Because things is getting really intense. God is in soon. And they're getting desperate. They know we all have all this evidence against them. They're shutting all the YouTube channels down. All the ones I had subscribed to, most of them have been shut down. So, God said, when it comes to the point, well, we can't put any information out anymore, when we can't let people know what's going on, then our job is done. That means it's almost over. So people, I'm not worried. I love you. Be informed, be aware, be prepared, because I know a lot of you going through the same thing. And stay prayerful. Bye-bye.